Hello, one and all. Welcome back to my Let's Play Skies of Arcadia. I am the Max of Few Trades, as I have always been, and I just noticed that we saw Vice's breath. That's actually kind of neat. You don't usually see that kind of detail in games of this era. That's really cool. We're going to continue exploring this icy cavern. I feel like it's not meant to be everything here is made out of ice, but the translucentness, the bluey, whitish hue of it all, it really does give off the impression that this place is totally just that. It is a big place made of ice, and now what's happening? Well, I don't have any idea what that is, but I'm gonna wager a guess that it wants to murder me, and it answered my question before I could even finish asking it. All right then, fair enough, universe. You know, I think I've got a pretty good opening move strategy here, if I'm being real with y'all. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. All right, you know what? I'm actually gonna have Vice focus, and then we're also going to have Ica use the Delta Shield. Fina, you will be focusing too, and you will be using the Justice Shield. We are going to cut all possible pain and damages in half. Then we'll see what its opening move is, while also buffing ourselves up a little bit so that we can actually make ourselves stronger and faster and all that good stuff. An Avalauncher! Alright, well, I gotta give you, huge points right out the gate for a really cool name for your move. Oh, my goodness. Alright, see, now that's what we did right there. That was a really good call on our part. I have absolutely no regrets making sure that everybody took less damage from that. Okay. Let's see. I can use this, and I wish to use this. It appears as if we're not going to need to dodge a magic attack immediately. So we'll just go ahead and use this. Ica also moves real fast, so that should, in theory, work out okay. And I believe we also have something in here. Yep, we'll give the old Glyph of Speed, and yeah, we're gonna keep up with the Justice Shield, because yeah, that really seemed to work for us. Let's keep up the momentum, as it were. There we go. Assuming it can't do anything to lower our stats, this should just be a straight up good thing to do.
Let's try this.
And there we go. All right. Assuming it doesn't do the exact same attack to the exact same characters, Fina should survive. Okay. Busting out a Death Laser. A Death Laser of actually rather impressive levels of unimpressiveness. It's not often I'm impressed by how unimpressive something is, but you found a way. Regardless of that fact, you still very nearly absolutely murderized Fina, so yeah, we're not gonna take any chances with that. I go into all battles with the assumption that everything could instantly kill me at any given moment. It just feels like a very likely thing. All right, let's bust out a healing salve too for Fina, because it definitely wouldn't hurt. Also because I'm still kind of gauging things here, and I don't want to use up all of my SP on magic spells and stuff. Alright, there we go. Just give everybody a quick heals-a-wheelses for the reelses. There you go. Alright. Now let's see how much damage this can do. Hopefully enough to make it a justifiable use of my time. We about to find out! Tooyah! Well, the answer to that was a resounding hell yes. Fair enough, universe. Oh. Alright, well, you're still not going to see any regrets from me. Yeah, you were the only character who didn't actually get a chance to do their thing. Alright, nice to see that the speed buff really didn't seem to do much of anything whatsoever. That's interesting. That's an interesting turn of events. I suppose we could give it another try. Maybe he'll decide to attack literally anybody else. Crazier things have happened. That also reminds me I should be switching around a couple of these crystals. All right, and there we go. Very good. This time, we didn't even end up getting counter hit. There we go. Just give yourself some passive healing. Definitely a good idea. Then we'll just slap around the giant egg bot thing. I mean, I'm not 100% sure what to even call you. Maybe I should actually listen to not listen, but read what you're called. Ah! Instantaneous death. Yeah, that's fair and decent and dandy and cool and not lame at all. All right, sure. I'm just gonna keep on doing what we're good at doing. Do we have enough for this? Reza Helm? Yes, we do. All right. But then we're going to have to... Yeah, that's a mild issue. I suppose you'll spend your turn focusing for now.
Give me strength.
Let's just get our good pal, Aika, back on her feet. There we go. Shake off that death, as RPG characters are one to do. Focus it up. Make up for the amount of stuff that we're spending here. Slap around the robot. Still didn't bother to read its name. I kind of got distracted with Aika being murdered. What's your next move, pal? It is busting out the Avalauncher again, and we don't have Justice Shield up, so... That's an issue. All right, we're still alive. I don't have regrets with that one. Okay, no, but we're definitely gonna continue with this. Also, your name is Veltarn. I almost called you Veltran, but that's not an M, that's an R and an N. Some of these letters blur together. Maybe that's why I'm having issue reading some of these things. Who knows? Let's see. It's never a bad idea to err on the side of caution when it comes to keeping everybody alive with their healths and stuff. We'll just bust out the Justice Shield again, because I don't know if Vice's attack is actually going to finish him.
Let's try this.
It might, but on the chance that it doesn't and he gets another chance to attack us again, it's probably a pretty good call to just, be safe. All right, let's see. Is this the finishing blow? We're about to find out.
Cutlass Fury.
And shabadoosh! And yeah, there you go. That is one dead Veltran. I don't know what you are, why you attacked us, what your purpose was. I'm guessing some kind of defensive mechanism, some kind of robot they built to protect the town from intruders. It could be a great deal many things. I do not know for certain. Because we've gotten lost and fought so many enemies, we didn't even level up from that. So, not the most decent of fates. I apologize. I'm sure you gave it your all. I mean, you can rest mildly easily knowing that we gave 120% on that fight. I don't do fights by half measures anymore these days. I'm just going to assume that literally everything that can kill me can, in fact, kill me at any given moment. So, bust out all my best moves on ya. All my best buffs and all that good stuffs. Alright, let me just take a quick look-saloo over here. Sure don't look like there's anything. And yet they still had the forethought to program this area over here. Now I'm going to get into a random encounter just because of my need to explore the possibility of various things. And hey, okay, that way there's a treasure chest. So, I mean, was a complete and total waste of time. All right, before I hit A, do you think a monster is gonna, well, maybe not a monster, a treasure hunter is gonna try and stop me? The answer was no. It was merely a moonbury. All right. And for some reason, a random encounter has not happened yet. And it didn't. Either I got phenomenally lucky or there was none programmed there. Always assume it's not the thing about me being lucky. That is a very, very unlikely situation in the best of terms. It's so difficult to see. Well, maybe the fog will inexplicably lift like it did in the last room. There's a precedent. Someone's there. Oh. Hi, Drachma.
Whoa.
Okay, either you're an illusion, or you have a hell of a tale to tell when we're out of here. I don't believe it. Who's there? It's be us, Drachma? He is unfeeling for the moment, but that is still really nice. We didn't know you were dead, but it sure seemed likely. And I really do have to ask, like, how? I mean, I know we survived and everything, but we were on lifeboats. Also, dang, Ika's a cuddle bug. What are you kids doing here? It's far more of an interesting question to ask you what you're doing here. Like, it really is you. I never thought I'd see you again. Yeah, well, not for nothing, but you're making me absurdly uncomfortable. Please stop doing that. It's been a while, Captain. I had a feeling you survived the attack. But Captain, what are you doing at the bottom of Galicia? Enrique sits and stands motionless, not wanting to be rude and asking who the hell this is. I mean, we really had good reason to think that you ended up belly up. You want to give us some measurement of an idea of how you survived? It'd be nice. Okay, I guess not. Oh. I thought he just straight up left. What? No, it's not. Oh, well, hot damn. What's Arachnum doing here? Did you wrestle him into this place? Follow me. Okay, sure. Is he dead? Unless that was, I mean, not to sound disgusting, unless that sound is him voiding himself, I'm pretty sure that he might be alive. No, he's still alive, but he's badly wounded by Ramirez's ships. It is a fatal wound. Arachnum is dying. Do you want to tell us why you're not okay with that now? I seem to recall you really hating this whale. When Arachnum fled from Ramirez, I got pulled along. If I wasn't attached to him, the little Jack would have been destroyed. This is his home. Captain, you mean to tell me that you've been alone here with Arachnum the whole time? I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a while. Is that? Vice, look, that light. What? Is that the moon crystal? It's just chilling inside a whale? It must be. Which would mean that this arc whale, Arachnum, is the purple Gygus? Okay, you know, I gotta be 100% real with y'all. I feel like I should have definitely seen that coming, but I didn't. I can't believe that Arachnum is the purple Gygus. Or that they can be murdered. The name of the purple Gygus is Plurgoth. According to the legends, the citizens of the Purple Civilization implanted the purple crystal into a living creature. Then that means that Arachnum was once a normal arc whale? Well, I guess that would make a little more sense. I mean, Arachnum definitely looks a lot more like it was an organic creature. Yes, I think after Arachnum had been transformed into the purple Gygus, his master perished, and he's been wandering the skies ever since. So this poor arc whale was also a victim of the war. But Captain, why did you stay here all that time? If the little Jack is here with you, why didn't you leave? I've spent my life searching for Arachnum to avenge my crew and my son. I wasted all those years. Arachnum saved me from Ramirez. I just thought that I could watch over him in his last moments. It's the least I could do. Wow. Why is he making that noise? Probably because he's in a horrible pain and dying, if I had to guess. I'm not sure. What's wrong? I'm here for you. This isn't good. Look at his eye. Arachnum. Wow, this got like 1,000,000 times sadder than I was ready for. I see. It's time for you to go. Time for you to join your friends. Goodbye. Oh no. Look, the crystal. I'm really glad that's not as fragile as it looks. I'm sorry, Captain. Not how I expected the end of this trip to go. My goodness. Well, I really am happy you were able to get some measurement of closure. Captain, are you really going to leave us? Chasing Arachnum was my reason for living. And now I've got to start over. When you're as old as me, it's not easy to change your ways. I'm sorry, but I cannot go with you. Vice, are you sure we should let him go? I mean, I'd rather he stay, but it's really not our choice to make. Yeah, we should just let him go. I can't imagine what he's going through right now. Captain, we finally met up again, but I guess this is goodbye. Boy. You've become quite a sailor. I'm proud of you. It's a little strange to hear compliments coming from you. Captain, before you go, there's something I wanted to tell you. You said that you and Arachnum were both alone. But you're not alone, Captain. We've been with you the whole time. No matter how far apart we become, we'll still be sailing in the same sky. The same sky, the same clouds, the same wind. We'll be together in one way or another. We'll never forget you. Captain, take care of yourself. I wish you all the luck in the world. Captain, you better visit us on Crescent Isle.
Goodbye.
Maybe I will someday. Farewell. I legit am incredibly happy that he survived. That is... It's still sad what happened to Arachnum, but... Dang. Alright then. That was an adventure and a half, to say the very bare minimum. My goodness. Alright, so... I'm not really getting any real idea where exactly I'm supposed to be heading next. So... I guess when in doubt, head back home. And that might be good enough, perhaps. It's worth a shot. I mean, we do have, like, a meeting room and stuff. It makes sense. Well, we had our mission. We set out. We accomplished it. Got some other stuff done along the way. Now that's all said and done. We head back, regroup, take a break. Not me personally. I just got back from one, but... Whoa! But you know what I mean. I would cut to us getting there, but there appeared to be a gigantic thingamabob that I'd actually like to take a gander at before we do. Let's bust out the Omega Psyclone. After we, of course, stab the jellyfish, as is known to be done. Alright, and then we'll also cut the jellyfish. This still would be a lot better if I could do her thing first. Alright. I just really wanted to see this again, I'm not gonna lie. Because it's really cool. Like, how do you do that with a boomerang? You know, just a mild meteorite decimation. Like, my God. This pirate girl's got a lot of oomfa, if you know what I mean. My goodness. And now Fina's got a face full of scrubbing, cleansing bubbles. Except they're not scrubbing or cleansing. So I guess they're just bubbles full of stank juice. And that's the worst kind of juice to be full of, let me tell you. And of course you also attack Ica. The monsters in these games, why do they always have to go over the lady types? It's not fair. Okay, well at least this particular jellyfish is being equal rights. My goodness. This felt so very uneven, unkilted, don't care for it. And now you must die for your various crimes, Jelly Man. Man Jelly. I don't want to ever say that phrase ever again for as long as I live. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Nope. All right. Jellyfish taken care of. Good times for all. Except for the fact that I still haven't remembered to change my damn crystals. Aye. All right, but is this a giant monster? Oh, no, it's just a giant rock. I, for whatever reason, really seem to think that that was a thing. Can I crash into this? Nope. I can, in fact, not. I'm gonna be honest, I thought that rock was like a giant mollusk or something. I'll be real, I don't entirely understand why I thought that that's what that was. It sure seemed like the case at the time. And this looks like something that would have a discovery. Well, I guess I'll head back to Crescent Isle, and if I do run across a discovery or such, you will be the first to know. Oh, good, I gotta fight more of these dudes. Aye. I found the guide stones, which I feel like is probably set up to be one of the first discoveries you find, because, yeah, this place, yeah. To the north, you'll find the Imperial City of Vala, caution low visibility. To the east, the city of San Estrad, caution strong currents. And to the west, you'll find Sailor's Island, caution too much liqueur. All right, then. Yeah, that definitely felt like it was probably something I was supposed to see a long time ago. $1 million question is, will we manage to reach the hideout before we get into a random encounter? The jury says no! Saw that one coming. All right, well, luckily it was a bunch of very small, no-name creatures. Things that I was pretty easily able to just get by without any much issue, because we're pretty dang strong at this point. But, you know, still, I did in fact have like 8 or so fights before I was finally allowed to actually get to where I was going. Random encounters, people.
We did it.
You know, it's weird. You spend so much of your life hating the things. I actually honestly kind of miss them somewhat. I don't know why. Maybe it's some kind of Stockholm. It's hard to say. Well, what you gonna do? That all there being said and what have ye. Hello. Bam, they're back! And the whole seems to be in one piece. Yeah, I'm almost positive one of you was definitely on the ship. Longlegs, you were definitely on the ship with us the whole time. Of course it's in one piece, a little ice isn't gonna hurt it one bit. Captain Weiss, about that book from Yafatoma. I built an engine for you using the plans in that book. Until now, you haven't been able to fly above or below the clouds because the pressure differences were too hard on your engine. But now, that's not a problem. You'll be able to fly over mountains and beneath large islands. You'll be flying all over the damn place. Well, hot diggity dang. That's great. When can you install it? I'll install it tomorrow morning at the crack of dawn. With the new engine, we'll be able to travel to more places than ever before. And hopefully, less restrictions. That'd be nice. All right, everyone, to the meeting room. Let's decide where to go next. And then, perhaps, maybe, have ourselves a nap. That's always a fun thing to do. Never underestimate the power of a good nap. I imagine there's not going to be, like, any other major differences to the place. At least that's my guess and my assumption. We got anything going on here? Anything new? Anything interesting? Anything happening around these here parts? Nope, it's just a neat little town. That's fine. It's all fine, well and dandy and good and all that other stuff. I do find it interesting that he built like a sort of elevator instead of, you know, a staircase. I appreciate it, because I imagine it would take a fair few flight of stairs, or at least, you know, actually in retrospect, you're not making us do a ladder. That's pretty great. That seems incredibly dangerous. Hey, Captain, I can watch over the entire island from up here. Nothing special happened today, well, except that Ismail took some of Branham's food when he wasn't looking. Eyes can see all! I mean, if that's what that guy wants to do, then he is allowed to do so. But I'm still going to question his choices. All right, we've got the purple crystal. All that's left are yellow and silver. The Sylvite elders already have the silver crystal. So we really only have to worry about the yellow crystal. Yeah, how exactly are we supposed to go about that? Looks like our mission is almost finished. But wait, wasn't the yellow crystal located in the Maw of Tardis and Vala under like a big super duper safe? Last time we went there, we couldn't get in because the opening was sealed. Yes, the Valans have made several unsuccessful attempts at removing the seal. But perhaps we might be able to bypass the seal with the Dolphinus' new engine. And according to the geologists of the Valan Empire, let me give you some info, yo. The lower layers of the Valan Islands are filled with cracks and fissures. In other words, there is a whole system of subterranean tunnels running through Vala. So all we have to do is fly around underneath Vala and look for an opening. You see? So in other words, if we can't get in from the top, we'll try and get in from the bottom. Makes about as much sense as anything. I'm down. We'll fly below Vala and look for an opening underneath the island. Once we get inside the tunnels, we should be able to find the crystal. Since we can fly higher and lower than we ever have before, we might as well take advantage of it. It's almost like it's incredibly convenient that we gained the ability to do that right now. Exactly. Let's rest up today. We'll leave for Vala first thing tomorrow morning. And then a nap was had by all, and it was good. Yay, naps! I have no comeback! Alright, there we go. Now we are here. I've decided to check in on all the peoples. For example, yeah, you still ain't got nothing going on here, huh? Alright. Still got a picture of your lady friend, though. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Aika! Your input is of the utmost importance. What be the haps, yo? Thanks, now we can go higher and lower than we ever have before. We can explore all the places we haven't been yet. That's true. You did, in fact, summarize what it is we've learned prior. I suppose if I had stopped the game and talked to you like a week after having played it the last time, I guess that'd make sense. When we last saw him, Drachma said that it wasn't going to be easy for him to start his life over. Do you think he'll rejoin us when he feels better? I can't say that I know. I feel like there's a possibility of him showing up at the last possible moment in the middle of a, a great epic battle and what have you. Probably shooting the harpoon to deflect some who even knows what to, save the day. I imagine the exact same thing is probably going to happen with Gilder or Glider. I guess I never really did get a firm confirmation on whether or not they spelled it wrong that one time or I was saying his name wrong the entire time. I'm sure we'll see him at some point. I'll get something vaguely resembling an answer at that point, perhaps. All right, then. We have got our mission! So that is what we're going to do. Although, I say I have many questions. Mostly, there's a bounty that I definitely at no point was ever able to actually get. I kind of assumed that it would just happen on its own, but it looks like I'm actually going to have to... Wow, that is a much larger meter. Holy crap. Yeah, hang on a second here. Well, first of all, here's something I haven't done in a while. Let me check out the journal. Let's read the journal for a second here. Hang on here. If I wonder with you. Oh, no, we already have that. Captain Drachma has decided to part with our company indefinitely. Perhaps the shock of watching Rachnam pass away hit too closely to his heart. Rachnam was nothing but a victim of the crimes of the old war, and the captain knows it. Much depression was had, but there you go, I suppose. Now let's check out this here wanted list real quick. Yep. Oh, I guess I never actually turned that bounty in, so that's something. Hang on. Yeah, okay, it didn't even have the new information. There we go. Riding aboard a gaudy ship, plated in gold, this pirate has been known to attack all who cross his path. A wealthy Uphatoman, he has been seen traveling near the lands of ice. Instead, he throws money at his opponents, confusing them in a fight. Alright, so that's a bit of an issue, because that means I'm going to have to go back to the lands of ice. I don't really know if I want to do that, if I'm being entirely honest. But I also feel as if I really do kind of need to. I suppose it's not impossible by any stretch. Question is, do I really want to? I am uncertain of myself. How about... I'm just gonna hate myself if I don't do it. Alright, I'll swing by probably Yafatomo, it's the closest area, and then make my way back around to the land so I can get over to there, and then I'll take a look around for a ship to fight. Is it weird that I'm kind of hoping for a ship fight because, you know, he throws money at people. It's probably a ship fight, and, you know, at least I know for a fact I'll be able to win that. It's just a matter of time. Unlike those dang girls, my goodness. As long as nothing is ever as bad as that, I suppose it's not too big of a problem. Although, upon retrospect, can I even go that way? I don't think I can. Let's find out. Maybe I can dive underneath it. What do you gotta say about that, universe? Huh? Yeah, we're definitely not moving anywhere. Alright, so yeah, as it turns out, that was apparently not an option. Great. Sigh. Alright, well, I'll find my way over there eventually. Hi, vey. I apparently found the balloon flower. Okay. A curious plant whose colorful fruit sways in the wind like a balloon. When the thin outer shell is popped, a sweet fragrance is released. It was often seen throughout the world in a more peaceful times, but as of late, the fruits are seldom seen. Alright, and I found that right there, of all places. Alright. I'm rolling the dice that maybe going this way might let me get back to the lands of ice. I'm gonna be honest, I'm already expecting it to not work, but it's a part of the map I haven't explored anyway, so no real harm done, I guess. Oh, hello. Is this a thing I'm doing? Hang on. Can I just fly over this and go right in? Oh! Oh, that's looking exactly like what I just did. Oh, that is so wonderful. Thank you, game. Legitimately and truly 100% thank you for this engine. Oh, I can fly over the big dippadoos now. Thank God for that. Okay. That opens up some pretty sweet possibilities for me. Of course, I still now need to fly around looking for this guy. Who knows how long that's going to end up taking. As they say. Alright, well, we'll figure it out. Okay, so I've been flying around for like the better part of 25 minutes now, and I cannot find anything other than what is apparently the paper airship. Nobody knows how this piece of paper survived the trials of ages. Perhaps it is a mystery that will never be solved. Some say that inscribed upon the paper is a map to a fabled land, but nobody knows the truth, and I guess everyone was far too polite to check. I got to thinking that maybe because it's a Yafatoman, maybe they'd be on this upper layer that I can get to now, but I've been flying and flying and flying and flying and flying and going in massive circles, and I have just not been able to find anything. Other than that one airplane thing. It almost tricked me into thinking that I had to go over there. The one good thing that I think I've discovered is that once you're up here, it doesn't seem like random encounters actually happen for whatever reason. I guess monsters are unable to handle the pressures up here? I really can't say that I know. Either way, I've decided that I'm going to stick a pin in this particular mission statement. I'm sure whatever this wealthy guy is up to, it's not so bad that I can't deal with it a little later. Maybe I can look for him on my own terms, and then once I actually do know where to look and find for him, I can come back and fight him then. As is, I feel like I'm just wasting a very large amount of my time. So instead, let's just fly over literally everything possible, as you do. And let's see if we can actually do something about this here yellow moon crystal. That seems like a pretty good use of our time. Let's do that. Much more productive, I feel. Once I'm actually in the general ballpark of the place. Hang on, I'm gonna make a hard turn towards the east? No. Yes, the east. Always getting east and west mixed up. Ay. Alright, actually, no, maybe don't dive down yet. Yes, let's go there. Alright, now it is the maw. So then, maybe I'm meant to possibly go over here. Then we quickly spin-a-rooney ourselves around, and now we go down. Down, down, down we go. Until maybe there's something at the bottom. There we go. That looks like a thing. And that's the maw right there, so we can just fly ourselves around down here, I guess. And supposedly, there is an opening somewhere. This almost looked like it was. It is evidently not, but I sure did give it the old try down there, didn't I? All right, maybe we should head westward just a wee bit. Supposedly, somewhere around here is a crevasse, a crack, a fissure, a hole, a ditch, a gully, a gulch, a provenance. That doesn't even work. All right, grabbed a fish. That's pretty cool. Yeah, all right. Beginning to feel like I'm perhaps maybe taking what they said a little too literally. Maybe this isn't what I was meant to do. Let's see here. Oh, hang on. Go way down. There's a big pile of fish here. It sure looked like there'd be something. It's Valen wreckage. 20 years ago, a flagship of the Armada disappeared above northern Destrad near the end of the Volnazar War. Some theories mention a murder attempt at the commander of the Armada, but the mysterious disappearance has never been fully explained. Alright, then, the good news is I found that. The bad news is I lost all the fish. That is a tragic set of circumstances. Let us be real here. Alright, then, well, that explains where a lot of discoveries can probably be found. Alright, I feel like the odds of probably getting into more fights than I'm comfortable with are very high, but we're gonna do it anyway. How about we get all up in the particular area's business and see if going up and down there is what we're actually expected to do. If not, then we'll just have to cross that bridge when we get to it, I suppose. Alright, let's see here. If I could just find the place. I was here once before. Okay, well, not close enough. I was definitely here once before. Yep, okay. Which means it has to be somewhere around these here parts. This looks like it could be it, but I can't really tell. All right, spin around, take a look. Yep, there's the maw. Okay, now, can I sink down into this area? The answer is a resounding no. It actually is looking like the game expects me to just kind of fly around in the under area and find some way up here from there, I guess. Alright, it hasn't been the first, second, or 37th time I've gotten hopelessly lost in an area that probably is a lot more simple than it ends up actually ending up being for me on a personal level. Very well, universe. If that's what you want me to do, I'll figure out something. Somehow. Eventually. Are you a crevice or are you just a weird colored rock? You're a weird colored rock. I was hopeful. I have found the dancing lights that are apparently underneath a continent. A natural phenomenon that can be seen underneath the Volan continent. It is said to be caused by electricity from the yellow moonstones in the Volan soil. Some say that it is caused by a giant creature that lies deep inside the ground. All I know is that it's none of my business. I'm looking for a crevasse. I have found the Rabats. I am horrified by their existence. A strange creature that spends its entire life hanging upside down by digging its claws into the rock face. Until it was discovered underneath the Volan continent, it was thought to be a myth. Its intelligence and ferocity belie its cute appearance. That's cool. I sure am finding a lot of stuff that ain't got nothing to do about much of nothing, let me tell you. I'm just kinda zooming my way. Oh. Hello. Okay, well this... Oh, well that looks like it could very possibly be what I'm looking for. Alright. Going into the giant sphincter inside the mountain, I guess. Alright, not sure how I missed that. Ooh, hello there. Don't mind if I do. I have been flying around And you know what? The stuff I've found isn't exactly, I'd say, worth the amount of effort I've gone through, but I'd sure would like to never have to find them again. So, yeah, thank you for that. Okay. Perhaps deep within this here catacombs is where I shall find what I's be looking for. That would be very nice. There's some nice mystical, magical music going on here. Usually a pretty good sign of progress. Don't worry, guys, if you thought we weren't going to be under siege by all manner of monster. Well, quite frankly, you were silly to even assume such a thought, because of course everything was going to go absolutely bananas the instant anything was possible. Because of course, monsters will always be everywhere, and they will be trying to be doing me a big murder. That's just how they do. As I poke them, I don't even know what the heck these things are supposed to be. So, when faced with the unknown, I shall do what I always do and just set it on fire and hope for the best. You might think that that's a little strange or perhaps overkill, but you know what? I've found that it's worked more often than it's failed me, so...
We did it!
I'd prefer if I were not judged. Alright. I have defeated whatever the hell those things were. I did not look up their names. A lot of yellow rocks up in here. Probably best to not touch those, lest they cause all manner of a zip-zap problem. I'll be dealing with a lot of electricity up in here. My goodness, I don't really know if I'd call these subterranean tunnels so much as it is basically a whole ass world down here. It reminds me I should actually check the map now that I'm inside here. Does it give me any more detailed information? Oh, great. It's some shrimps and a recolor of that weird spinning thingamamonster. Oh, lordy. Alright, well, here's hoping fire can at least soften them up for me. The answer was no. Okay. Not used to that being a thing. These monsters appear to be made out of some extraordinarily durable stuff. That could prove to be a bit of an issue. Okay. Then you have counterattacks. For some reason, these creatures could just straight up breathe fire. Alright then, let's all focus our attacks on a single target. It's some kind of shrimp fish. Fish shrimp man. I know not what his dealie be. Let's see if, you know, good old Cutlass Fury will solve our problem. It didn't solve the problem, it made it go slightly faster, but no, we're still definitely suffering from a bit of an issue here. Not quite used to the idea that my super attacks aren't instantly annihilating anybody that's in my way. This is, honestly, if I'm being real, kind of actually bodes somewhat poorly for me in general, because if the monsters are gonna get so strong that I now actually have to put, you know, some level of effort into fighting them, that could be bad. Could mean that the enemies up ahead are gonna be made out of some extraordinarily tough stuff. Ah, we'll simply do our best as we always do. Alright, cool. I would rather you had attacked the shrill if I'm being honest. And now your attack has been lowered, because of course it has! Why on earth would it have not been lowered? Ah, yes. Alright, well, free damage is free damage. Take what we can get. Just keep on wailing on him to the best of our ability. Slap around the fish man. There you go. Enrique's not going to be doing for a whole lot of damage, but, you know, any number is higher than 0. That was still very unimpressive. Lowering and the boosting of stats is definitely a thing in this game that they want you to do all the dang time. Ah, delightful. And by delightful, I mean mediocre, to say the bare minimum. Alright, I'm going to wager that the 3 of them can maybe finish off this fellow on their own, or Ike can just do it in one fell swoop. I obviously would prefer that greatly. There we go. This thing looks like it's made out of some softer materials, even though it's counterattacking everything. Yeah, thank you for your contribution, Enrique. But what I would really like is Vice to do his things, and there you go. Alright. I mean, I'm not gonna turn my nose up at enemies that are stronger and, you know, more difficult to beat. The idea would be that, you know, you're compensated with more experience points for it. Here you go. So that's pretty good. That's pretty swell.